What the fuck is up, my britches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and today's video is different than what it was supposed to be. I decided, since DHL hates my entire life and Be Perfect just does not want me to have their palette yet, I decided, you know what, let's play with the Urban Decay Stone Vibes palette again, because I have used this again since my initial video, which thank you guys so much for all the love on that video, because you guys seem to be really, really loving it. Like one of the top performing videos on my channel right out the gate. So I figure we'll play with this again because the fucking packaging, man, is so good. But the main focus I want this video to be, we'll probably do the eyes first, but I do want to showcase the new Melt Cosmetics, the Digital Dust Blue Duo Blush. Digital Dust Duo Blush. I have the shade Raw Honey. I asked you guys on my community tab because, like I said, the Be Perfect palette was supposed to come to me actually yesterday, and it was supposed to come again today. The DHL driver literally pulled in my driveway. I walk outside to get my package because I'm like, yes, it's here. Let's do this. And she's like, well, I was supposed to have a package to you, but it's caught up in customs, so you need to call DHL so we could deliver it. I'm like, are you actually fucking kidding me? So blessing in disguise, because I actually feel like Melt Cosmetics and Urban Decay, the aesthetic of these two brands together, I feel like mesh really well. I feel like if you were to wrap me up in a brand, I reflect a little bit of both. More so, I would say like Melt with the grunginess, the edginess, but I feel like Urban Decay still has it as well. So I'm like, you know what? I feel like these will pair really well together. I only got the one shade, like I said. I got the shade Raw Honey because I'm one of those people that I just like to buy makeup suitable for the time of the year, because we're heading into fall, winter time, and in upstate New York, it gets a little crispy and cold. So I like my makeup to lean less warm. I lean more on the cool time, what the hell am I saying? I lean more on the cooler tones. I just like certain things for certain times of the year. And I feel like this shade really reflected what I would be looking for as I get a little bit more fair, and just kind of how the weather is changing and stuff like that. I know I'm not the only one that's like that. Don't fucking judge me, okay? So I'll get into the Melt Cosmetics after. I want to play with this Urban Decay Stone Vibes. I hope you guys like that I'm pulling this palette out again, because I know it's so easy to get like caught up in all the new makeup releases and stuff like that. So we kind of neglect certain products. But since you guys were loving this video in particular so much, I figure, you know what, let's pull it out again. Let's play with it a little bit more. And I'll let you guys in on a little update, because I do have some more thoughts on this, but my thoughts on this packaging is still, it's fucking fire. Letitia, yes, she should be to me by Friday. That's my scheduled delivery time. I'm assuming that's going to be correct because it's not shipping through DHL. So I should have that palette on Friday. So stay tuned for that. If you guys are just tuning in, Jean-Vier has it on pack. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yes, bitch. You guys are on it. Hello to all my bitches in the live chat. Who's excited for today's video? Who's excited for all the new makeup coming out? I'm just still, oh my girl, I still love these. Just the whole aesthetic of this palette, I think, is so beautiful. I actually might reach for, do I have any other palettes? Do you guys want me to play a little bit with the Mel Thompson Tiny Marvels palette as well? Because that was a favorite of mine. I just want to really emphasize like these greens. These greens just speak to me. This blue, because here's my thoughts. Like, here's a little update. I feel like I'm pretty limited as far as the matte goes. Like, I like the options that we have in this palette. However, I feel like I'm very likely to go for the same type of look, just having only 4 mattes. But I feel like the main focus for this palette anyways is the metallic shades anyways, so I'm not pissed about it. I like the fact, and I like the shades of the, I would say, satin mattes. I think they're more satin than matte for the satin mattes that they did include in this palette, but I think the showstoppers are definitely the metallics. So I'm not mad about it, right? I'm not mad about it. I hope that makes sense. I see some said, yes, Mel Thompson palette. Okay, we're going to pull out the Mel Thompson. Hold on. Let me grab it. The Mel Thompson Tiny Marvels. This was in collaboration with Sydney Grace. And this palette just really, really blew me away. The freaking mattes and metallics. Oh Oh my God. And I want to really go in on that green right there. Yes, we need to see the green. I'm just like, okay, let's get that green. Let's get the shade Jade out of the Urban Decay, and I'll just share more of my thoughts. So we're just going to dive right in. If you guys haven't liked, shared, or subscribed yet, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to preach to you guys other than you should do it because it's the right thing to do. God damn it. Hi, Tara. I almost said good morning. The Urban Decay. Yes, JB would go great with my Makeup Geek mats. Guys, I was so excited because I actually went to Target today. I hope you guys just heard the little tune coming from my dryer. I was so excited. I'm going to first go in with Tree Hopper. I almost said Tea Dropper. Tree Hopper. I'm going to take that on my BK Beauty 201. This is the fluffy brush in my brush bundle with BK Beauty. Guys, we're less than a month left of this brush collab. I was so excited because I went into Target today and it was a different Target for me. And I saw Makeup Geek for the first time in Target. I was so excited for like 2 seconds. And then I looked at the display and it looked tragic. Like it was so beaten up. I was like, oh my God, how dare anybody trash this Makeup Geek display? How disrespectful. What is everyone's thoughts on Rare Beauty? I'm so intrigued, and I do want to correct myself because I said it in a previous video. I think it was my video. I said that I thought it was Kendo, and I believe that this brand, Rare Beauty, is owned by L'Oreal. So that is interesting because I definitely did get Fenty vibes, but I'm so interested in that brand. I don't know why. I think the packaging is so, so beautiful. Oh my God, Kendi. Everyone grab her brushes, god darn it, before they are gone for good. I mean, the brushes will always be there because I didn't create these brushes. However, the bundle, this is the lowest that the bundle pricing will be with my discount code. So, I mean, because what they did was they grouped the brushes together. They discounted the brushes based on it just being a bundle that I chose. But then you're also able to add my non-affiliate discount code on top of that. So you're getting like a double discount for a limited time. So that's pretty much, I don't want people to think like you could never get these brushes again because some people might not be into all of the brushes in the collection, which I still recommend literally all of the BK brushes because I think they're phenomenal. So I don't want you guys to think like, oh my God, once they're gone, they're gone. No, BK Beauty will always be there. Okay, next one I want to go in with is, I think I'm going to take Death Moth. This one right here. I need to stop using my my viewfinder as like my gauge for when I point to things because I'm always so far off. And I'm using the BK 202. This is the other brush that's in my bundle. But yeah, I'm so intrigued about Rare Beauty. I saw Samantha Ravindal posted her video and I'm like, do I want to watch it? Because I feel like when I'm excited, I don't necessarily want to watch other people's reviews because I want to form my own opinion. And I don't know, I don't want to take away the excitement from me trying it. So I'm actually debating because I will actually be live on one of my friends' channels tomorrow, Angelica Nyqvist. I'll be live on her channel with her, and we're pretty much going to be personally attacking each other for an hour straight. We're going to be doing the eyeshadow wardrobe tag, which was created by, I believe her name is Charlotte Holdcroft. She's based out of the UK, I believe. And then I saw Morgan Turner's video because they did a collaboration. So Angie and I are going to be doing that tomorrow, which I'm super excited. Like I reached out to Angie about it because I was like, you know what? Me and her have such different tastes in eyeshadow palettes. I thought it would just be really fun and really cool to see just how different we would pick eyeshadow palettes for different occasions. If you guys didn't see Charlotte's video and Morgan's video, definitely go check it out. But that's what Angie and I will be doing tomorrow, and I'm so excited. Like Angie's just so cool. I just love her whole life. And she's one of those friends for me. It's like we don't agree on everything, but we're able to have the discussion and just be like, okay, we'll agree to disagree. And then we carry on and we're just like, oh my God, did you see this new makeup release? She's so, so funny. Oh my God. Charlotte is so funny. Listen, always check your subscriptions because, guys, I know for a fact I was subscribed to Charlotte and I was unsubscribed from her. So I'm like, what the fuck? So always make sure, like, check in on your favorite creators if you notice that something ain't normal, because it's definitely happened to me. Oh my God, I'm so excited for it because it fit me so well, because like I said, I always relate like certain things to certain like occasions. I'll be like, oh yeah, I want to use this. Oh yeah, I want to use this. I'm totally that person. And then I was just like, oh my God, Angie will be like polar opposite of me. And then we'll probably roast each other in the meantime for be like, I can't believe you picked that palette. Oh my God, it'll be so much fun. So that'll be live tomorrow. We'll be live at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to next take the shade Spider, this one right over here in the corner. I'm going to use that same brush. I really like this brush for this purpose here. Just adding like a dusting in the outer corner, because this is just how I roll, guys. This is the average look. This is where, when I was saying with the Urban Decay Stone vibes, I'm not mad at the shades that they chose, because this is how I always do my eyes, because it's just the most flattering for my eye shape. I just like it. Okay, don't come for me. I know it's basic AF, but now you can at least see why I also love this Tiny Marvels palette as well. Like, I do like the mattes better in the Tiny Marvels versus the Urban Decay. Like, I feel like the Urban Decay are fine, but like I said, the showstoppers in the Urban Decay Stone vibes is definitely those like multi-chrome, duochrome metallics. They're so nice. I call Charlotte Mary Poppins because of her accent. I love her so much. She's so funny. Oh my God, I love the way that she talks too. I love lives with you, and when it's you and someone else, it's always awesome because you someone to bounce off of. Yes, it's gonna be so fun. Oh, Kara, what's up, girl? Me and Kara did a live the other night, and I drank like 3 bottles. I drank 3 glasses of wine during our live. It was so much fun. And then I actually Marco Polo'd some of my friends, and Angie was one of them, and she's like, Brit, how drunk were you last night? Because I think you were on like a level 54. I'm like, oh, Angie, you do not want to go out with me then, because I was just getting warmed. Oh my God. I'm just a fun time, guys. I'm just fun. Don't judge me. Don't look at me with your judgy eyes. That's what Angie always says to me. It's so funny. What is Charlotte's channel? I need to go watch her now. It's Charlotte Holdcroft. I believe, actually, if you check my community tab, her channel is tagged on that. I tagged her and Morgan's channel on that as well. Oh my God, what am I doing? I need to use that green. What am I? Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. What am I doing? I want to take a more flat brush. I'm actually going to use, you know what? I'm going to use this brush. This Urban Decay. This is the one that comes in the Stone Vibes palette. And I actually wanted to tell you guys, I really like using this brush for the Stone Vibes. I don't think you're ready for this jelly right now, because this shade sells this palette. Look at how pigmented. Just look at how pigmented. And it's like you barely have to touch it in the pan to get that sort of pigmentation. I have a feeling I don't think you're ready for this jelly is going to be like a merch thing. Because every time I say it, I'm just like, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Hopefully the Destiny's Child doesn't like trademark me on that one. We'll see. We'll see. Guys, I do want to let you know, I am in the process of having merch designed, and I could not be more fucking excited about it. I think if I knew like how to do it myself, it would be something I would be so insanely good at. But there's been a couple people that I've been talking to so far, and we're just like picking things up off of each other. And it's just been such a fun experience. And I cannot wait. Look at that freaking green. Can't even deal. I feel like that's the one shade in that palette I really don't vibe with, but that I mean, I think you could rock it. I mean, bitch, you're like rocking freaking Scarab over there. That's a green. I love this shade. I think it's so cute. It gives me like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle vibes. But these mattes, like the Sydney Grace mattes, remind me so much. Honestly, Sydney Grace in general, between their metallics and mattes, they actually remind me a lot of Makeup Geek. That says a lot because Makeup Geek is my shit. Oh my God, merch! Heather, of course you're watching Big Brother. Oh, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Oh, really, Heather? Oh, that's such a bummer. God dang it. That's so weird. I haven't heard like one bad review. Like, you're the first person that I've heard say that. That stinks. That really does stink. Look at that blend. See, this is what I was talking about. Going back to like the Colored Rain Juicy Boost, like there's just some shadows that you just don't have to work that hard. These are some of them. Like, don't get me wrong, I still got to blend and stuff, but it's just not as difficult / time consuming. It's just not. All right, now I'm going to jump over to the Urban Decay, the Stone Vibes. Now, little update here with these metallics. These remind me a lot of ColourPop. They remind me a lot of the ColourPop Super Shock shades because they have a more like, I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it. They have a very like bouncy type of texture. I kept saying hard pan, but that's not the right way. They don't get hard pan. It's just as you use your finger, I feel like it does manipulate the product a little bit, but I've been using this side of the brush just to kind of rough up the shade a little bit instead of using something like a spoolie. So this picks up these metallics so nicely. However, I do prefer, like, I think I like this to really like rough up the shades. I'll kind of apply what's on the brush just so I don't lose that. But I do like to apply these more with my finger just because I get a more just smooth and more blinding. Like, see what a difference that makes by using my finger. I just totally stuttered. Wow. I just think they look so much prettier with a finger. So it's almost like I just rough it up with the side of the brush because it is very dense, but I don't get the fallout either when I apply my finger. When I use a brush, I do get a lot of fallout from this palette. So I'm still really enjoying this. I just wanted to mention that with like, as you're working your finger in the product, like, especially since I did like so many swatches the other day, I just really did notice, like, I had to just kind of dig in there a little bit more when I went back in the next few times. I think I've worn this maybe once or twice since. If you guys saw me live with Kara, I was also wearing this palette in my video with Kara. So I do recommend still applying them with your finger, but I know some people don't like that. I actually want to pull that tool out really quick. I also have this Huda Beauty. This is the Fender blender. Yeah. Right? Fender? Yes, Fender blender. It's got one of those classic sponge tip applicators, which I think we all used to hate on so hard back in the day. But these pick up these types of shades so well, and I like this one because I could swipe. It almost applies product like a finger would, but I love how this has that point because I can get right up in there. And then I can even carve out if I wanted to do like a more sharp edge. But do you see how pretty that is? Like, see how pretty that metallic is on top of that green? Talk about a match made. Gorgina, am I right? Let's see. Wow, that's gorgeous. Let's see. Do you think, oh, this damn thing. Do you think the metallic shades would work with a natural hair brush? I think they work, but I still get fallout. Like, I usually use the Esum W21 that is a natural sable hair, I'm pretty sure. And I still get the fallout. Like, overall, I just like to apply these either with my finger or something like this, just because I could still have the ability to almost like press and have a little bit more control. This, I think, just really applies like a finger. On a brush, I just feel like I'm more likely to get fallout, which I don't have any fallout on my face right now. So for me personally, my preference is the finger. That's just me in my humble opinion. Let's see. Gorgina. Let's see. How do I keep what clean? The fender blender, I wash it. That's it. I wash it like normal. Brit, stop, I resign myself now. But you're making me want to change my mind. Listen, I was always that bitch that would say, don't ever buy Urban Decay palettes full price, because they do. They always go on sale like 6 months later. And I'm still going to stand by that, because I wouldn't be surprised. But, I mean, if this palette speaks to you, then, I mean, buy what you want. For me, I didn't say it in this video, but I did say it in my original video. This palette was sent to me by Urban Decay. But I'm not going to go back on the shit that I normally say. Like, I always say that. Anytime I talk about Urban Decay, I'm like, just wait for it to go on sale in like 6 months, because it always does. And I'm going to still say the same thing. However, if you like the color story, like I say anything else, do what you want with your own fucking money. As will I. Oh, let's see. I need a wine glass with Gorgina on it. That is a mood. I love it. Okay, so that is my little update on the Urban Decay Stone Vibes. I still think it's a great palette. I do think that the satin mattes in this palette are, like, they're nice. They're fine. I really, really like the shade Good Karma to set my entire lid. I've been really loving that. I just think for me, I would always resort to doing the same things. Like, set my lid, go in as a transition, like a peachy transition, layer this in the outer corner, and then layer this a little bit more concentrated in the crease. That's what I would always do with those 4 shades. But, I mean, I think this is a really great, like, everyday type of palette, because these shades are very wearable. Like, some people were saying, like myself included, I wish that there was more, like, fun colors instead of, like, so many, like, pinky, like these pinky purpley gold. Like, I feel like we've seen those so many times. I would have loved to have seen, like, in one of the smaller palettes, because they are doing smaller palettes as well, there's like an icy blue. It looks so pretty. I would have loved to have seen more variety here. However, on a day-to-day basis, I feel like this is still like a more, how do I want to say this? This is more like a basic britch stepping out a little bit out of her comfort zone, but still very wearable and Gorgina. Boom. That's my final update on the Urban Decay Stone Vibes. And if anything else changes, I will be sure to let you guys know. So what I feel like so many of you guys are probably here for is, because I only have one, the Urban Decay, the Digital Dust Duo Blush. I have the shade Raw Honey. This kind of fucks me up a little bit, though, because you have melt. This packaging is everything. It has, like, that soft touch. I love that. But when you flip it over, it's upside, like, the sticker is upside down. The OCD in me doesn't like that, but it's like, okay, I can deal with it. I do love how this has glitter on the sticker. I just think that's a super cute touch. But this packaging is so beautiful. And then this box. Look at this box. I'm one of those people, I keep all of my makeup in the box. If you don't believe me, watch my makeup collection videos. But this does have the directions on the back. It says the raw ingredients, the honey ingredients. It's got all that information on the back here. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else on here. It's got an 18-month shelf life. You get 7 grams of product or 0.24 ounces. Oh, let's see. Made in Italy. We love that. I just thought of Kinky Sweat on that one. Does it say like vegan or cruelty-free or anything like that? I don't see any of that listed on the back. So I don't believe that this is vegan or cruelty-free. However, I could be wrong. I'm looking on the back of the packaging as well. It just says made in Italy, distributed by Melt Cosmetics, and they're based out of California. Let's first talk about where I got this from. I picked this up on Melt Cosmetics website, but it is now available on Sephora. So I did link both Sephora and Melt below. If you guys are interested in purchasing, I really like shopping through both. I got this so quick. That's the best thing about Melt is I get things in a jiffy. I got this in like 2 days. Their shipping is fire. However, if you've never tried these formulas before, it's probably a smart idea to buy from Sephora. Or no, I believe Melt has a return policy as well. But some people are just more comfortable buying from Sephora. You earn your points and stuff like that. I'm one of those people, because I am a content creator, I purchased from Melt because I knew I would get it faster and I could get a video up faster for you guys. So I was really interested in 2 out of the 3, but I have never tried the Digital Dust formula before. Karen Harris has been selling the shit out of the rest of them to me, but I wanted to start with one. I really like that this is a duo. It gives me a blush highlighter duo. I can mix them together. A bitch loves some options. This is perfect for me. I love duos and stuff like that. So I'm going to stray away from my BK Beauty bundle for this because I would like to use something a little bit more concentrated so it's not going between each side, if that makes sense. So I do want to do I want to do just the blush on one side and then mix the two together on the other side. And then I'll put the highlighter itself on the one side of my cheekbone, just so you guys can see what they look like together and separately. So that's what we're going to do. Makeup with Michelle's here. Hey girl, hey. I was about this close to buying the PR box because I thought it was so pretty. If I had tried this formula before, I probably would have, but I haven't, so I didn't. I was smart. I was trying to be smart. So the brush that I'm going to use today is the Rephr 04 brush. Now, I feel like I saw an email that one of their like starter brush sets were going on either in the concept store or on sale. These are excellent, excellent natural hair brushes. I really, really love the Rephr brushes as well. Let me blow that off there. So the first thing I'm going to do is take, does it say raw blush? So we got raw and then honey. So I'm going to take raw first on the Rephr 04. In praise. Okay, I feel like I really got to work this in here. Hopefully I'm not taking up too much. Okay, it's on there. I just saw it. I like this little sticker. So cute. So cute. I've seen all the people like getting their PR bundle packaging. It looked so nice. Oh, it's actually on the mirror. I thought it was on that sticker, but it's actually like, look at that. The packaging is 10 out of 10. It's so, so cute. Unfiltered 50s is here. What's up, girl? Okay, let me try the shade Raw on this side. So I'm going to focus this first on the back of my cheeks. Now, here's where I like to pay attention to stuff like this, is because I have textured skin. So already, do you see how much texture is emphasized after putting that there? That's exactly what I was afraid of. Because anytime I use super luminous blushes, that always happens. Like, do you see the texture all accentuated right there? Like, this is why I love having the quality that I do for my lives, because you see the realness. You see like you see the actual effects of it, especially if you have textured skin. Like that's where I always pay attention to how blushes apply. So that's going to be Raw. I think the shade looks really pretty. It's just when I turn my face, I'm like, I don't love how I could see like all of my pores right here. I hope you guys see that. Do you guys see it? I still keep looking at that green eyeshadow because it looks so pretty. Anywho, now I'm going to actually jump over to, I've been loving this brush for highlight, and I never even like, when I picked this brush to go in the bundle, I wasn't expecting it to be a brush that I would reach for as much, but I've been loving this for highlighter. So I'm going to take Honey Blush on the BK 201. Make sure I pick some up, and then let's top off. This is definitely a more dense formula, so it's like I really got to work the brush in. Let me take a little bit more. I feel like this formula is definitely going to work better with a more dense brush, so I think I'm going to switch it on the other side. I'm going to use my Smashbox Precise, was it the Precise highlighter? Mix with your bronzer, it's making it look ashy. And it's like I tried to put it higher than I put my bronzer. Like this is just the problem that I always have. The bronzer that I'm wearing today is the Samantha March and Ulfa bronzer. So that also, but like, see, look at right now. It's like I don't see, like I still see texture because that's my skin, but yeah, like this doesn't look ashy, I don't think. I think it looks like a more like neutral tone bronze. Whereas this side, like it's still like workable, I think, but it's definitely not doing favors for what I typically like. Like I usually like to look very warm, and this shade just isn't really working, I don't think, with this bronzer. But I'm real, like I did not notice the pores like that until I put a luminous blush. Like this is going to be super luminous. There are luminous blushes like that Dior blush that I talked about, my favorites. Like I could put a luminous blush and it doesn't accentuate my pores like that. That's the problem that I have with the other melt blushes that I have. Were they like the radioactive ones? It was one that looked like tie-dye. I can't remember the names of them. It was like a purple and then there was an orange one. I put them on my face and I'm like, whoa, it just is so unflattering on the texture that I have on my face. But I do feel like this might be something that when I top it with a setting spray, it might kind of calm down a little bit. So I'm not going to be too harsh on it yet. We'll calm the titties. We're going to go to the other side and see how these look together mix. So I'm just going to take my brush and swirl it around town. Like I said, this is a more, I would say, dense formula. I'm putting some on the back of my hand just so you guys have a visual of what the shade looks like. I mean, the shade is really, really beautiful. That was both of the shades mixed together and just applied right to actually have foundation on my hand as well. So that's right over foundation. Like the sheen that has is beautiful, but it just might not be the bomb.com if you have super textured skin like I do. So Sarah from Better Off Red is here. Oh my God, I need to order my unsubscribed merch. Guys, go look at Sarah's merch. It's so fucking cute. It's the Mel Thompson and then the Urban Decay Stone Vibes, the green shade in there. Gorgina. Let's see, Britt, do you own any other Melt cheap products to compare? I have just those two other, like, but they're super intense. But I could try to pull those out after. So let me take that same brush, mix them all together. I'm gonna tap it off a little bit. And then we'll see how, pay attention to the texture. We'll see if it does the same thing on this side. I'm still noticing a shit ton of texture right there. I mean, the shade is so pretty. I'll keep trying this. I should have worn my my Hourglass, the ambient bronzer, the ambient lighting bronzer, because that's my go-to. But it's definitely not doing my texture any like. Do you see that? Do you see the texture? Not everybody has textured skin like I do. So that's why I feel like it's always important to watch reviews. Pay attention to the things that people like and don't like. Because I love the shade of this. I think it's so pretty. It's just, I'm hoping like when I put my Hourglass spray over it, it's going to make it look more flattering, if you will, because I think that that's where that spray really excels. So we're going to stay tuned for that. Hold on. Let me put on, I'm going to take this brush now. This is the this is the Smashbox, the Precise Highlighting Brush. I say this formula, I think, does need a more dense brush just because you do got to work your brush in there a little bit. So I'm just going to take that. I'm using the shade Honey Blush again. All right. I'm like, which side do I got to do? This side. This shade is honestly more subtle than I was expecting. It's still a really pretty highlighter. It's just, I was expecting it to be more. I think the color is a bit muddy. Like I said, I'm going to keep trying it. I don't think it looks muddy. I think it looks mauvey. I don't think it looks muddy. Watch my Chantecaille video and then you'll see muddy. I don't think that this looks muddy. I think it just looks mauvey. It might look muddy because of the thing, It might look muddy because of the colors that I have on my eyes and they don't really jive well together. That could be. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think it looks muddy though. Don't come for me. So, little update on like what the pans look like. Let me get in focus. Because I have to work my brush in there so much, you are definitely going to lose the full effect that you do have with like the pressing and stuff. But I want to show you guys just what the shades look like without, see, like this shade's so pretty. It's like a rose gold. It's really, really pretty. Let's do that. We'll do it on this side here. This is what I was expecting from Chantecaille. That right there. Right there. All right, let me take, I can't stop looking at the green eyes. I'm going to take this Veil, was it the the Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray from Hourglass, because like I said, this is where this excels. This purpose right here. So I'm going to shake it up, shake it up, and I'm going to spray it just over. So pay attention to the texture, because remember how I showed you with the Infinity Powder when I'm like, hey, watch this. This might do the same thing. We'll see. I think it looks a little bit better, but you could still definitely see my texture. I would still wear this though. I would totally still wear it. I like this side better though than this side, I think. Actually, let me take, do I got any wet sponges down here? Let me let this dry down a little bit. Beauty and the Frizz is here. What's up, girl? Oh my God, guys, Beauty and the Frizz. She did such a good video on my brush bundle last night. Go check it out if you haven't already. I added it to my community playlist with all of my friends that have done videos on my brush set. Go check it out. It was so good. The Urban Decay Stone Palette isn't coming out until October in New Zealand. And I think by then, the hype will have died down. Can you get ASOS? It's on ASOS. I know that's where Angie got it. She's not in New Zealand, but she's in Sweden. I don't know if that means anything to you or not. I did link, like I said, everything, like all the products that I'm talking about, they are linked down below where you can find them. Let's see. I really need to get that setting spray. It's so good. Can I put the infant? That's what I was going to do. Like as soon as this dries down, I'm going to try putting the Ambient Infinity Powder right on top. I honestly think chit-chat is overrated. I only have their endangered species collection. Oh, I keep seeing people are like, oh, you got to try more. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to, but I probably will eventually. It looks a lot more flattering on the second. This was the second side, right? I mean, keep in mind, like my face is not the same on both sides. And my ring light is also on this side. So maybe that's making a difference. But I mean, the texture on my face, it's not like I have like this texture and this texture are the same. Like this side could be more textured. I'm not mad at either one of them, though. I'm really not. Oh, my God. I forgot. I have another palette coming, the Odin's Eye palette. Oh, I almost forgot about that. I almost forgot. I think ASOS is worldwide. I thought so, too. That's where I'm like, hey, if you really want it, I think you might be able to order it there. We have a company called Mecca who owns the rights to Urban Decay. Oh, so we can't order it anywhere else. Oh, that's so annoying. It's Britland. What's up, girl? That's so annoying. Oh, my God. Okay. I think, yes, we're dry down. Okay. Let me grab the magic powder. That's what this should have been called, the magic powder. Doesn't, or no, I think Charlotte Tilbury has that one. Look out, Charlotte Tilbury, because to me, this is the magic powder. This is the Hourglass Ambient Infinity Powder. I'm going to use, I've been reaching for this brush a lot again, but RIP to the original Sephora brushes. The Sephora 55. Love this brush. I'm just going to work it in. Ready? Here, ready? I swear this is magic. It doesn't completely get rid of my texture, but significantly tones it down a bit. And it's going to add a little bit of luminosity to it. No, I think that just made that look ashy right there. I think. Like that to me looks ashy. No. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, like that. No, that did no favors for this. I would not put this on top of that blush. Let me go back. Let's go back. See, this is the beauty of lives, you guys. Let's go back to the blush because now I really don't like how that looks. So let's see if we can make magic happen. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm going to add a little bit more blush just to get rid of the extreme ashiness. Then, see, maybe this is going to turn into like a fix your fuck up. Hold on. Let me take my tried and true. Hourglass Ambient Bronzing. I liked it better before. Same. Completely agree. But this is the beauty of lives. We see the whole process. I'm going to take now. I'm like, where'd my bronzer brush go? I'm wiping it off on my pants because we classy as mofo. I'm going to use the BK104 and then try to warm up my skin a little bit more because this is going to have a more orangey toned. And we're going to try to fix our fuck up. But I also feel like, I don't know, I think that blush, I don't know if I love, like, how do I want to say this? I think I would like to use that blush almost like how I feel about the Patrick Ta She's So LA. I think I would like to use, because I think I just made it better. I would like to use, I think, this color without bronzer. That's what I'm thinking I would like better, but I think we just made it a little bit better, adding a more warm tone bronzer. But I'm still noticing texture quite a bit with this formula. I wouldn't say I'm like losing my shit over this. I'm not going to lie. I was honestly expecting to like it more than I do. But then again, I'm also not really surprised because I don't really ever feel like Melt's metallic sort of formulas are ever flattering on texture, including their eyeshadows. Like, I even feel like I do notice when I apply their metallics on my eyes, I do notice texture on my lids. So I don't know if it's just the formula that they do. But doing that, see, I'm doing this much work for a blush because I'm just playing with makeup. I did not have to do any of those steps. It could have worked as I originally had it if I wanted to. Don't get it twisted. Danica, what's up, girl? Thank you so much for the super sticker. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. I wish these came out at the beginning of summer. I would have worn the hell out of it. Yeah, I agree. I bet you though something probably happened with the launch. I could be wrong, but that's just my assumption, just because I feel like everything was delayed. Let's finish off the eyeballs because why not, right? Let me take, let's see, Death Moth on the BK202. Yeah, I just don't ever want you guys to, it's important, especially when watching lives, it's important to pay attention to the context because with these types of videos, I'm trying it out to see just what different things can be done. Like, I'm only saying this because of that comment that we just saw, like with the having to do that much work for a blush. You really don't. It's just, this is how I figure out products that I like and don't like. You play with them, you use them, you just find things that work, you find things that don't work, all those things. So it's always important to listen to the entire conversation instead of, you know, because it's easy. I've even caught myself doing it. I would just hear like one thing and then really focus on solely that one thing rather than just kind of playing around. Because sometimes if I initially apply something and I don't like it and I play around with it a little bit more, sometimes I'm like, ooh, like now I know, don't put the infinity powder on top of it because it's going to make it more ashy. You know, I wouldn't have known that without me just trying that. You know what I mean? So it's always a learning experience. But I do think just based on how I like my makeup to look and me just being on my face, I do prefer warm tones. I would be more likely to use this blush without a bronzer just because of how I like my skin to look from what I've experienced with you here today. I want more green. Mantis. I want more green because why the fuck not? I love that green on the lid though. Oh my God. It's so, so pretty. So nice. That fucking green is so good. I love it. All about trial and error. Exactly. And I feel like too, it's important. It's important to hear just, whoa, Remo, holy Toledo. How do I want to say this? I do my video. Here's a really great example of why I do my videos live and why I prefer it is because it's a whole entire experience. It's not just, hey, I applied it like I normally do and it worked. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. I would die if that was my DHL delivery right now because I'm still like, where is my delivery DHL? Come on. I'm going to put the shade Web on the inner corner. And don't get me wrong, I do know that not everybody has an hour to burn to sit through a live stream. I totally get it. But sometimes things do have a learning experience. And also, not taking every review at face value, just like how like I've reviewed the Urban Decay palette. I try to say like it's a first impression, but people take that at face value and they're like, oh my God, it works so good. I'm just going to buy it. Which, if that's what you want to do, spend your money how you want. But it is also nice to have that follow-up, which is like what we have today. We had the follow-up. I've used it a little bit more. I've found certain things. I just have been able to analyze it a little bit more with just the more that I've used it. I feel like that's important. And that's why I want to share that with you. I hope I'm not being too rambly right now, but gosh, I feel like I am. Okay, let me take the BK201, give this one last blend. Like, that's why I love this shade. That's like the best brow highlighter. Oh my God, it's so, so good. If you like MAC Nylon, so good. What do we want to put on the lips tonight, guys? Because why not? We're at 46 minutes. We can go another 15 minutes. Why not? I got my Juicy Boost yesterday. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm going to work with it before I review it, though. I cannot wait to see what you think about it. I honestly, and sometimes this happens too, because I didn't like it so much. Like, I've tried to use it again, and I fucking hated it. And I'm like, okay, I'm just not. It just makes me not want to reach for it. But there's other times, like with this blush, now I'm like, okay, I really want to use it again because I want to try using it without a bronzer and maybe I'll like it a little bit better. But just based off of first using it, seeing it swatch, I personally really like how it looks with them both mixed together. But I also really like this shade by itself. I was just expecting this to be a little bit more poppy, like a little bit more highlight. It's still beautiful. It still looks really nice. I was just expecting more. So my expectations were maybe a little bit too high, but I'm not mad either. Let me take out, I want to see if, oh yes, I do. I do still have these. So these are the radioactive blush lights. So these aren't the same formula because these are the digital dust. These ones are not. These are blush lights. So I'm not sure exactly what the difference is, but this, pigments, so pigmented. I got these for like $15 during one of their sales. I love the melt packaging though. Like, look at how gorgina. But this did the same thing. Like, it just really accentuated the texture on my skin. Like, if you don't have textured skin, it'll look fucking gorgina on you. I don't have that luxury. I just don't. I do feel like this shade in particular, it's very, very subtle, very natural. Definitely a blush I'm excited to have for the upcoming season. Like, this would be a blush that I just would not wear in the summer because it's like a barely there sort of a situation, which I'm not mad about, but it's just like things that I'm trying to be mindful to like say out loud that I'm thinking in my head. I hope that makes sense. Like, if I look at this look, I'm like, did I put blush on though? Because it kind of does look like bronzer right now. That's where I'm like, okay, next time I use this, I'm not going to use bronzer. I'm going to use just this. And that actually might work really well for a lot of people because dual purpose. Like, you could use bronzer and blush and boom, you're done. So I do think right off the get-go, that might be the best way to use this shade in particular. If you're a similar skin tone to me, I'm light to medium skin with neutral undertones. I'm wearing, just for reference right now, the Anastasia Beverly Hills 320N Luminous Foundation. And this will be on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I think this is like a beautiful, natural looking foundation, but it's not my favorite of all time. If you're looking for a foundation, I would say if you're looking at this one, go in store and pick up your shade because the undertones are so fucked up. But there's my little summary on that one there. But other than that, I mean, this look I think looks cute. It's just, how much are these? They're like $30-something. I'm like, they're cute. I mean, I don't know if I would pay I don't know if I would buy another one. I'll say that. I think it looks nice. It's just on my textured skin. It's, yeah, I agree, Sherry. It looks like the blush. It just, I'm looking at it. I'm like, did I put on blush though? But to me, it's just the shade. That's where next time I use it, I'm just going to use it as it is without a bronzer. I hope that makes sense for you guys. Let me throw on some mascara and let me know in the meantime if you guys have any more questions. So, okay, $39. Thank you, Letitia. $39. I'm like, I would take that $39 and buy I would buy like the Patrick Ta blush duo or that Dior blush. Like I went blush heavy. If you guys haven't seen my recent favorites video, definitely check that out. But there's just other blushes in my collection that I prefer over, like I love the fact that it's a dual pan. In my mind, I love that it's luminous, but I don't think that works well for me because texture. It'd be one thing, like that's one thing I love about that Dior blush that I think it's, or no, it wasn't called Coral Vibes, but it was a coral Dior blush. I talked about it in my favorites yesterday. I got it at Macy's. And with that one, like that has a luminous finish, but it doesn't accentuate the texture. It doesn't accentuate the pores. I think they're totally overpriced. I don't think they're overpriced. I think they're like on par for Melt's aesthetic / price point. But like I said, I'm happy to have one shade. I tried it, but I'm not going to run out and buy another one. We'll just call it that way. And another thing to mention is I could use a different foundation and it not look that same way. However, I like very natural skin-like type of finish foundation. So if you wear something that is more full coverage, you like smother your face in a pore filler primer. I use the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas, and I feel like that's a pretty good blurring powder. But those are other things to consider when you're buying your makeup. Like sometimes you might prep your skin, you might use a different foundation. Like all those things go into effect when you're wearing different products. You know what I mean? So that's always stuff to consider. Like your skin might not be the exact same as mine. You might be like, oh my God, I think this is going to look amazing because I don't have texture like she does. Those are the things that I encourage you guys listen to. Find people that have a similar skin type to you. Like one person that I listen to a lot for my preferences is Samantha Ravindal because I feel like she has more textured, acne-prone skin. She's, I think, similar skin tone to me. She's a little bit lighter, but I find that a lot of products she likes, I usually end up liking as well. We have a very similar complexion routine, all those things. Like, it's just like checkpoints that I go through in my head. Like, and I pay attention to the things that people say. Like Teresa is Dead, for example. I love watching her videos, but there's a lot of products that we do not agree on just because we have very different skin. That just is what it is. It is what it is. It's just things that I want to tell you guys, like pay attention to when you're watching videos. The Melt Duos look like they were intended for a spring-summer release. The design packaging was super cute though. Yeah, it was super, super cute. I agree. I think that these were supposed to be for an earlier launch and then everything got held back, which is totally understandable. I mean, do I think they're cute? Do I love I love everything about this. It's just I need to keep trying it more. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with saying like, okay, first time I wasn't in love with it, but I think that I could like it more if I do this. Let's see. Have you seen the reviews for Selena Gomez's foundation? I have not watched any reviews yet. And I'm like, okay, do I want to watch reviews before I do mine? Probably not. I think I want to establish my own. But since I know that Samantha really likes the foundation, I'll most likely get the foundation just because that's things that I listen to and I really, really value the way that she reviews products. Like if people just get on camera and they're just like, oh my God, I really like this. It looks beautiful. It looks this. I'm like, I need to know more. Like I need more detail. I pay attention to that stuff. So that's where I know my videos are super long always, but that's what I try to give you guys. I'm not sure if this was mentioned, but is anyone, yes, we talked, that was like the first thing that we talked about in the video. Yep, I have texture and pores. I watch Samantha Robindahl and Nikia Joy for complexion recommendations. Yeah, like that's always what I would tell you guys to do. Have we talked about the new Natasha Denona? Oh my God, we've talked about that today and yesterday. Everybody's so excited about the new Natasha Denona palette, I feel. How do you guys feel about it? I'm pretty sure everybody's excited. I ordered it. Mine should be here on Friday. I'm using the Wayne Goss liner in the shade Precious Opal. I forgot to put my eye drops in today, guys. So my eyes might be a little bit red. And then in case you guys missed it earlier, I will be live tomorrow with Miss Angelica Nyqvist on her channel. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, I'll probably watch hers after I get it, just because that's what I typically like to do. I'm so sad. I know. I was so excited for you. We both had a rough day with the shipping today. Let's put on some lips because why not? Why not? I'm going to use the Juvia's Place lip liner because I'm still really liking this one. I mean, I just talked about it in my favorites video. I'm just not going to put on lashes because I don't feel like it. Or should I? Because I feel like I should take a picture of this because I think it looks really pretty. Take a picture for the gram. And actually, fun fact, it goes with my shirt. How cute is this shirt? Target kills it with the band tees. And they're like $12. Oh, these are so nice. Such a good shade. That's the shade Lush from Juvia's Place. What lip do I want to use? What lip do I want to use? You know what? I'm going to use the shade Me because this is also from Juvia's Place. I've been wearing the shade 2020 a lot, but like, did you guys see that pigmentation? I'm just wondering. These lipsticks are so bomb. And I love this damn shape. And actually, while we're at it, oh, is Yadi here? What's up, girl? I don't know if you saw Juvia's Place entire site is 40% off code summer sale. Oh my girl. I might have to buy like all the lips. Not okay. Let me chill the fuck out. I might have to buy more lip liners and more lipsticks because bomb.com. All right, let me grab. Hold on, I gotta get up. Gotta get up so I can reach it. I want to throw this on because I haven't really reached for this that much. This is the Juvia's Place gloss in the shade So Glazed. And it's so pretty. This applicator reminds me so much of Kylie. Oh, I definitely need to exfoliate my lips tonight. Damn. She cute. She's so cute. I feel like I need merch of me just going and having lipstick on my teeth. Bam. And there's the Juvia's Place lip combo. Guys, I think this is so cute. The green is giving it to me. The blush, she okay, but like I said, I'm gonna try it again without bronzer, but I do feel like I'm like, where'd the blush go? That's just my honest opinion on this shade in particular. This is Raw Honey, in case you missed it. And I think that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know in the chat really quick if you guys have any more questions before we hop off today. I'm actually prepared, getting all my shit together. I'm trying to think if there was anything else besides me getting lipstick on my teeth that I wanted to tell you guys. But yeah, I mean, first impression, I'm like, meh, it's okay. You're pretty. I love your whole life, girl. Oh, the eye and lip is bomb. Bomb.com. I love the eye look. If you guys missed the eye look, it is partially the Urban Decay Stone vibes. I used in this palette the shade Jade, which is the metallic green. The green, whoa, this one right here. The green here, and then this green here. Wow, the struggle's real. Those are the standouts for me. But I really want to do a blue look with that blue and the opal shade in there. I really want to do that. And then the mattes that are on my eyes today are from the Tiny Marvels with Sydney Grace. Gorgina, I never see you use your prop-it. Jennifer, were you watching my channel when they first launched? Because I was using them all the fucking time. I wore the shit out of those. I still, like, in, what video was it? I wore Finesse recently. What video was it? I still wear those all the damn time. I just only have so many pairs of lips that I can use them on. Still love those. Those are still top 3 in my collection for lipsticks. Bomb.com. But I was talking about those hard for a while. I'm like, okay, I need to chill on the proper lipsticks. But these ones, ever since I got these Juvia's Place, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lipsticks. Man, I wish I would have known about the lip products that are included in the sale. That blows. I know, that sucks. I need more green palettes this fall. I can't wait to see all your jewel tone goodies come out. Okay, one more question for you guys. Do you guys want me to do like a top 5 or a top 10 palettes for fall? I saw Karen Harris did it recently, and I'm like, ooh, I like that idea. Because I did one for summer, I think. I've done a top, or no, maybe it was Valentine's Day. I like doing those types of videos. So it's like if you're in the market, if you're looking for palettes for like how I'm that type of bitch when it's coming to a certain season, top 5, type 10, top 5, top 10. Wow. I don't know what the hell I just said. Finesse is so fucking bomb. You know what? Let me pull it out really quick because if you have not, unbeatable, so bomb, and they're so affordable. Where is Finesse? Finesse. I'm gonna pull it out for old time's sake. We could thank Jennifer Gould. Like the state of this lipstick. That look at how much I've used this damn thing. Like I said in my original videos, these are so insanely soft, but this is such a good nude. Look at, and then the sheen on it. Oh, and they're $12, guys. But like I feel like a broken record. They're so soft. So it's like, I always try to make sure it's good. But man, that shade, that's my perfect nude ever. It's so, so good. Oh, let's see. Don't get me started on Proper Beauty. Girl, same. That green on your eyes is just ruined. Unbelievably gorgeous. So pretty. Okay, guys, keep me posted if you guys want me to do fall palettes, fall lips. I can do all that shit. Let me know in the comments down below after this video post. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Please come hang out with me and Angie tomorrow on Angie's channel. We will be live at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So noon, not midnight, 12 o'clock p.m. on Angie's channel. I do have her channel linked on my community page. And then most likely I'll be sharing it out on my social medias tomorrow as well. So come hang out with us. She's a freaking riot. And if you think I'm a train wreck by myself, wait till you see me and Angie together just roasting each other on the eyeshadow palette or eyeshadow wardrobe tag that was created by Charlotte and Morgan. So I'm so excited. I will see you guys tomorrow at 12 o'clock. If not, I will see you Friday. Friday, as soon as I get my Natasha Denona palette, bet your ass I will be live for that. So I will see you guys then. Bye.